Good morning everyone and welcome to day 16. Well, technically it's day 17. I seem to do this reasonably regularly. However, I had some interesting things happen yesterday. I've mentioned this a couple of times. I teach physics to students that are doing their National 5 and higher here in Scotland, which to explain it in terms of, kind of around the world, they're doing the final levels of their high school education before heading to college or university, depending on where you are and how you would understand that. And I really enjoy this. This is something I do as what's called a supply teacher or a substitute teacher or a CRT, depending on where you're in the world as well. And I've had the good fortune this year to end up in a school called Castlemilk High School for the entire school year. So I've been able to work with this group of fabulous girls. There's been some great boys in my class, but there's a group of absolutely fabulously high achieving girls in one of my physics classes. They are absolutely amazing. They are going to rock this world when they get through high school and go out and do whatever it is they're going to do when they've finished high school, or whether it go on to university or set up businesses or whatever. They are going to rock. But an interesting thing is they're all extremely hardworking and they work very hard for what it is they get. Yet sometimes when we're working for what it is we really want, we sometimes forget to take a break. And I'm just as guilty of this. I do this with my business, juggling my business with occasionally going in and teaching as well, can make things quite difficult. And yet, if you actually take the time out to have a little bit of fun and, just relax a little bit, quite often the good things will come to you in a much better way. You'll find that you will be able to think more clearly. I managed to let go of everything back on Wednesday and yesterday, which is part of the reason my video is coming out this morning from yesterday, because I just needed some space to sit back and relax. And I've been able to map out my program for the next 6 months as a result of being able to do that. My students yesterday, instead of really, pushing really hard on the questions we were doing, we still did work on what we had to do. They were still studying physics and they were still studying history as well, because they've got their history exam today. But they also relaxed, had a bit of fun, unwound. At the end of the day, their chemistry teacher took them down and they actually did some cooking as well. So they got to do some fun activities which will help them to actually stop focusing so much on what they're doing and relax a little. Amazing things happen when we relax. Our mind opens up to greater possibilities and actually allows us to find the pathway to things. So what is it that you do to relax? And, when do you do it, or do you forget? And I'd really like to hear about that. So my name's Maggie Georgopoulos and I'm the author of the upcoming book, Up the Ladder in the Skirt. And I've really looked forward to speaking with you this morning, and I'm looking forward to speaking with you again. So have a lovely day and don't forget to relax.